Hold on, one more time. What's up, guys? You know who it is. Marcus J. Jackson with another Live Life for You, all right? What to eat on your spiritual journey, all right? Once again, what to eat on your spiritual journey. All right, we are going to learn something tonight, all right? Um, hey, eating the right foods is huge, all right? As you know, it's National Suicide Awareness Month, okay? And I have made myself available from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. every morning, um, just to provide a platform for those of us who have had an experience with suicide, either someone near and dear to us, or um, if it's something that you struggle with your within yourself. Um, this platform is available for you to comment. This platform is available for you to, whatever you want to do. If you want to talk, um, if you want to chat back and forth in the comments, um, you know, it's there. It's ready. It's available. Let me put the contact resources in here as well. All right. So in the description, you will see the resources after this video. Anyway, like I said, it's National Suicide Prevention National Suicide Prevention Month, the month of September. Um, this is make that official. There it is. If you need to talk to someone, please call 1-800-273-8255. Right, they have resources that you can use to help you get the assistance that you need. All right. They do so. They also have a suicide prevention lifeline.org chat room or live chat. I mean, not chat room, but live chat. And you can talk to someone there as well. And, get any questions you may need, or if you need that listening ear, they will provide that also. What else? If you want to talk to me, my contact number is 469 626-7486. I'm available from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. If you want to talk, you are more than welcome to call me uh, anytime. However, keep in mind that I am a realtor. I'm also a life coach. If I do not answer the phone, I'm on the phone with someone. So please leave me a message or shoot me a text message, right? Or you can also leave me an inbox. You can email me too. Um, my email address is marcusjjackson@hotmail.com. marcusjjackson@hotmail.com. Reach out to me there. I will answer. I answer my emails. I answer my e-box, and I return my phone calls. Um, yes, I do. So, um, anyway, let's jump right in. um, what to eat on your spiritual journey? There's a great deal of information out there. All right. So please consult your physician, consult your doctor, whatever your care provider or whoever your care provider is and does. You need to consult with them. All right. I have to say that because you know, I do have initials at the back of my name. So, anyway, let's hop right into it. Let's go ahead and get ourselves grounded. All right. Take a deep breath. Blow it out. Bringing ourselves back to the present. Take a deep breath. Blow it out. We're releasing the things of the past, releasing control of the future. All right. Yeah. All right. So, depression and anxiety are the number one reasons for um, suicide, for attempted suicides, right? Um, that's just my opinion. That's in my experience. The people that I've dealt with in my lifetime who struggled with struggled with suicide were also people who had deep depression or anxiety issues. Okay, and I just want you to be aware that this is depression is real, anxiety is real, panic attacks are real, anxious, anxiety is real, depression is real, suicide is real. All right, people are checking out on a daily basis. All right, and I strongly believe that we all have a role in that in some way, shape, or form because we are all connected. I believe that we have a duty as a human being, right? I believe we have a duty to intervene somehow. If it's a platform like this, reaching out to check on people, something. All right, it's getting it's bad enough. We got people killing each other left and right, but people are also killing themselves as well. I mean, there's a lot um, that goes on with that. Excuse me. All right. So there's a lot that's going on with that, and we need to be mindful of things of that nature. So, if you got friends out there, check on them, man. Give them a call and just say, hey, it's all right to check on them and see how you're doing. All right. So let's talk about this food, right? Because literally, food is killing us, right? Our addiction to food is killing us. All right. It's not so much the food in general, but the addiction to the food is what's killing us. All right. And I'm paying for it now. Oh. I got hungry today, right? And instead of preparing my meals, oh man. Instead of preparing my meals like I usually do, I didn't do that. So I had to eat some garbage. Ew. All right. Excuse me. Okay. Um, yeah, so I had to eat some garbage today. And it definitely went to my allergies. It's got my nose going all wacky. Um, and that's usually when I eat some food that has wheat in it, right? So even though there's this restaurant called Start, and I got like a burger and some sweet potato fries from there, and it is even though it's a organic fast food place, it's still fast food, and the bread still has wheat, right? So, and if the food is frozen, it tends to have a chemical that keeps it, that keeps the shelf life going. In the event that, let me fix my other camera here. Hold on. There we go. To maintain its shelf life, to maintain its durability in the high temperatures. I'm sorry, in the low temperatures. There's a chemical that's usually sprayed in the bag to keep the food, the contents individual, right? To keep the contents from sticking together, because when things freeze, they have a tendency to stick together. So they spray a content in the bag, which keeps the chemicals from keeps everything separated in there, right? So, what to eat on your spiritual journey? All right. So, just off the top of my head, um, because we we do holistic I do holistic coaching, right? I say I'm a life coach because that's what a lot of people are familiar with, and I do a holistic approach when it comes to healing the body, because you have to start in the mind to heal the body, right? And in the mind, you have to be educated on what to eat and what not to eat, in order to benefit the body and to maximize the time here on earth, right? So that you can have that spiritual awakening. Then you have to know what to eat and how to keep the body going, because if you your spirit wants to leave your body or needs to leave your body because it's not um, healthy, it's not a clean place for it to be, then your spirit is going to leave. Your spirit's going to get uncomfortable, and after time, your body is not going to be healthy enough to hold your spirit, and therefore, you are going to transition into death. Or, I'm sorry, I got to stop saying that. You are going to transition into a form of energy, um, and you will no longer be in the body. You're going to transition out of the body. All right. Because there's no such thing as death. All right. So I have to be mindful of the terminology that I use. Um, I know we know death to be associated with the collective consciousness, but that's not what it is. So anyway, so let's get started. Let me see. I guess the number one thing one of the hardest things that I struggled with was bread, white bread to be exact, right? Um, White bread creates a chemical. Um, man, there's a chemical in white bread, right? Because it's bleached. Um, Bread is automatically, it has a brown and or creamy tint to it, but when you bleach the flour, it turns the bread white. Okay, so you bleach the flour to make the bread, and the bread turns out white, as opposed to breaking down the contents of the bread and leaving them brown, which is bread's natural color, right? So any of you who had grandparents or great grandparents who know how to bake bread from scratch, you know that bread is not white, right? It may be, if anything, it's a cream color, or a deep a deep cream color, right? It almost resembles maybe a yellowish kind of color. Um, Original baked bread is not white. I know what you see in the movies, and I know what the commercials show you, but it is not true. That is not real bread. It's usually had maybe yellow or brown depending on the ingredients. If your grandmother and them had eggs from the chicken, or if your parents bought the eggs from the store, it would just depend on how to do that. um, a lot of our ancestors used wheat and or millet to make bread, and the texture of bread is nothing like it was at that time. Now we have our bread is totally processed, right? And bread wasn't meant to to taste good. Like it was never meant to have this, oh, bread is so warm and buttery and tasty. I just gotta have it. It wasn't. It wasn't for that. It served a purpose in order to fill you enough to the point to where you will last to the next meal. It wasn't something for you to get, you know, you get your break your ramen noodles out or your pork and beans out and get 4 or 5 pieces of white bread and eat it with. That's what I used to do. So that's definitely not something that is going to benefit the body on your spiritual journey, because it creates a chemical which produces a layer of fat, right? So whenever you eat something that your body cannot digest, the bloodstream can't do anything with it, and your digestive system is unable to break it down, it stores in the body as fat. And the only way you can get rid of it is to, have a weight loss or go through a detox. So you definitely want to stay away from those things like white bread and anything that has bleached flour in it. All right. And speaking of that, that takes me to the next thing is white rice, right? And there is no alternative to white bread. There is nothing better to eat unless you want to go into taste wise. There's nothing better that you can substitute bread taste wise for. None of it's going to taste good. Ezekiel bread is what a lot of people eat as a substitute because it's made of flaxseed, and all of the flax seeds and flaxseed oil and things of that nature. They make breads. They have almond bread, any kind of bread that's made from the nuts or stuff like that, using flax flour or almond flour and things of that nature. Then if you make bread in that manner, then yeah. But there is no white bread out on the market or any processed bread out on the market that is better for than another. Okay, so you're better off making your own recipe, and using organic ingredients to make your own bread. So the next thing would be white rice. White rice is bleached also. Rice is originally brown, right? If anybody has ever been to a rice field, you will see that the rice is not brown. If you have a rice field with white rice in it, that means it has been processed. It's been chemically produced in a lab to grow that way. Okay? There is no such thing as a white rice field. Does not exist. If you do see that, that is a genetically modified plant, and it is designed to grow white rice. All right, that is not natural. Okay, so rice is naturally brown or black. Okay, so a lot of times, I know when I was growing up, when we ate rice, we loaded it with sugar and butter and everything, and we put on 4 or 5 pieces of white bread to eat it with too. So definitely, I know it's rough. It's a very, very hard thing to get over. So, but you definitely want to separate yourself from anything that is bleached. And 90% of the things that are white are probably not white naturally. I would say 98% of the things that we consider to be good for us and they're white, especially white bread and white rice, they have been processed in bleached. White flour, the same thing. There's no such thing as white flour. White sugar, it's been processed and bleached. You will never go anywhere and see sugarcane that is white, right? Anybody that's worked in a sugar plant or sugar fields, or if you had pure sugarcane before, you know that it does not grow brown. And just like if you see a white field of sugarcane and it's white, then it's been processed. Okay. So the same thing with the rice. The rice produces a layer of fat around the belly that's very, very hard to get through. And like I said before, when we process these things that are not beneficial to our bloodstream, and it goes down through the process of our organs, and we can't do anything with it. It stores in the body as fat, right? And what fat is designed to do is protect you. It's not that, oh my God, she's so fat or he's so fat. He's lazy and doesn't want to do work and never wants to work out. It doesn't matter how hard you work out. It doesn't matter how long you work out. If you continue to eat things that the body can't do anything with, you're going to continue to produce fat. So anything that's not metabolized is stored in the body as fat. So if you see the people walking around with protruding bellies or the hanging bellies or the hanging arms, a great deal of cellulite throughout the body, it's because they're either taking medication that is poisoning the body and the fat is protecting them. The fat is your answer to poisoning the body. Otherwise, the food that we consume would kill us in a matter of days, right? So be thankful that fat is protecting you, okay? So, I mean, in this healthy, you want to have at least, at least 5% body fat is considered healthy. 5 and below is considered healthy, depending on your body weight and your body structure. Sometimes 10% body fat is healthy for you. Okay. And it's different for different people. It just depends on your metabolism. It depends on how much you eat throughout the day. There's a lot of factors that go into it. But yeah, so just so you're a little bit educated about how fat works and how your body responds to these chemically based foods, or chemically processed foods. All right. So let's X out the white bread and let's X out the white rice. Now, we can replace the white rice with brown rice, right? Brown rice or black rice. Those rices they have nothing but the best of nutritional benefits, all right? It has huge nutritional benefits. They're going to have all of your elements, your minerals in it. But white rice has no nutritional value at all. So your alternative is going to be brown or black rice. All right. Let's see what else. Take me some tea real quick. Foods with high fructose corn syrup in it. Right. Since I was talking about sugar a second ago. High fructose corn syrup is a corrosive, right? Which mixed with soda makes it a corrosive, and I'm going to talk about soda also. So high fructose corn syrup, or you'll hear the term HFC, and HFC, stands for high fructose corn syrup, and it is a corn, oil, and sugar mixture, all right? And in an effort to produce as much of this type of sweetener as possible, they added the corn oil with the sugar or with a form of glucose, right? And glucose, as we know, is sugar. So mixed together creates the high fructose corn syrup, right? Fructose is sugar, of course. And it gives you the ability to expand, that sweetener for mass production, right? So, of course, we're only going to have so many sugarcane fields that you can pick and produce from. If you look at the ingredients on just about anything, it has a certain amount of sugar in it, no matter what it is, unless it's something without sugar. But 98% of the products made today in a package has some form of sugar in it, right? So the earth does not produce enough sugar in the plant form to service every store on the corner, right? I'm talking about. I'm not even talking about major food stores. I'm talking about the convenience stores that are loaded with the cakes and pies and cookies and candy. Like there's a convenience store on every corner. There's a convenience store in every shopping center. Um, you know, there's you got the gas station, and they're loaded with nothing but sugar. Just the gas stations alone, with the sodas, the fountain drinks, and I mean, it's a sugar heaven. Okay, so in order to combat that, they decided to create high fructose corn syrup, which makes it a whole lot easier to produce foods in mass, right? So you can actually feed more people garbage with high fructose corn syrup than you can with the regular pure sugar cane. So same thing when the body gets sugar, or you consume sugar,